I've been waiting to make this video. The motorcycle world is absolutely swimming in garbage information, sketchy maintenance advice, questionable riding techniques, and straight up dangerous myths that riders believe because some expert on a forum said so. Today, I'm tackling the worst offenders head on. I'll walk you through the 15 dumbest motorcycle myths people still fall for, why these myths stick around, and why they're complete nonsense that could get you hurt or worse. Let's get rolling. Myth number 1. Loud pipes save lives. Biggest load of crap in the motorcycle world. The theory is that drivers will hear your thundering exhaust and magically become aware of your presence. Here's why that's flawed thinking. Your pipes point backward, not forward where the danger is coming from. Plus, modern cars are basically soundproof boxes with people inside listening to music. The truth is, being a better, more alert rider saves lives. Proper training and defensive riding techniques will keep you alive far more effectively than annoying everyone in a 3-mile radius. Myth number 2. The rear brake stops a bike better than the front brake. I hear this all the time, especially from new riders who are scared of flipping over their handlebars. People believe this because using the front brakes incorrectly can send you flying, so they rely on the rear brake, thinking it's safer. Complete nonsense. According to the Motorcycle Safety Foundation, the front brake provides over 70% of your stopping power. When you brake, weight shifts forward, giving your front tire more grip. The smart move is learning how to use both brakes properly, with emphasis on the front. Your stopping distance will literally be cut in half compared to using only the rear brake. Myth number 3. Open-faced helmets are just as good as full-face helmets. Look, I get it. You want to feel the wind and look cool. But this myth is literally life-threatening. People believe this because open-faced helmets are more comfortable in hot weather. Plus, they think most impacts happen on the top of the head anyway. Reality check. About 40% of all helmet impacts occur around the face and jaw, and these are areas completely exposed with an open-face helmet. Still not convinced? Go look up photos of riders who crashed with open-face helmets. The bottom half of their face was torn off. That's enough to make anyone a believer. Myth number 4. I had to lay it down to avoid an accident. This is the ego protection myth. Riders crash, then claim they meant to crash to avoid something worse. The thinking goes that deliberately putting your bike on its side gives you more control over the crash outcome. Old school riders love these stories about how they had to lay her down. Total wasted time. Every millisecond you spend sliding is a millisecond you're not using your brakes to reduce speed or steering to avoid the obstacle. The MSF and every professional rider will tell you, maintain control of your motorcycle as long as possible. Your tires have way more stopping power than your chrome sliding across asphalt. Myth number 5. Using car tires on motorcycles is fine. Some call this going to the dark side, putting car tires on motorcycle rims. It's a dangerous practice. People do this because car tires are cheaper and last longer. They'll tell you they've been riding this way for years with no problems. Here's the reality. Car tires have a completely different profile that's incompatible with a vehicle that leans into corners. The flat profile forces you to wrestle the bike through turns instead of the smooth, natural lean you get with proper motorcycle tires. Even worse, car tire beads don't properly seat on motorcycle rims, creating potential for catastrophic failure. Listen to the engineers who designed your bike. They're smarter than the guy in the Facebook group telling you it's fine. Myth number 6. Aftermarket performance accessories improve performance. This one's for all you folks buying the latest carbon fiber exhaust claiming 50% power gains. People believe this because aftermarket parts look cooler and sound more aggressive, plus marketing convinces them they're leaving performance on the table. Reality check. Motorcycle manufacturers spend millions on R&D to optimize their bikes. Unless you're working with a professional tuner who knows what they're doing, most bolt-ons make performance worse, not better. Mechanics report that most not running right bikes can be fixed by simply removing the aftermarket parts the owner added. Factory engineers optimize everything as a system. Mess with one part and you throw off the balance. Myth number 7. Once you set the correct tire pressure, you can forget it. This seems harmless, but it's a major contributor to accidents and poor handling. Riders believe this because checking tire pressure is inconvenient. They figure if it was right last month, it must still be fine. Truth is, motorcycle tires naturally lose pressure over time, sometimes 1 to 2 psi per week. Even small pressure changes dramatically affect handling, traction, and tire wear. The fix is simple. Get a quality tire pressure gauge and check before every ride. No exceptions. It takes 30 seconds and might save your life. Myth number 8. Turn your handlebar in the direction you want to go. This seems obvious, but it's completely backward thinking. People believe this because it's intuitive. You want to go right? Steer right. It's how you ride a bicycle at slow speeds and drive a car. But physics doesn't care about intuition. Above about 10 miles per hour, motorcycles work through countersteering. Want to turn right? Push the right handlebar away from you, which causes the bike to lean right, which makes you turn right. Most bikers do this unconsciously without understanding it, but not knowing it can be dangerous in emergency situations where instinct takes over. Practice countersteering until it becomes natural. Push left to go left. Push right to go right. This understanding could save your life when split-second decisions matter. Myth number 9. Leather motorcycle apparel offers the best protection. There is some truth here. People believe leather is superior because racers wear it and it has decades of proven abrasion resistance. But for everyday riding, modern synthetics like Kevlar and Cordura often provide better protection, especially in crashes involving impact rather than just slides. They're 5 times stronger than steel in some cases. More importantly, the best gear is gear you actually wear. Heavy leather that's too hot in summer and left at home offers zero protection compared to lighter synthetic gear you'll actually put on. Modern riding gear with armor inserts give you better protection in a more comfortable package than traditional leather. Myth number 10. Lane splitting is dangerous. This one gets people fired up, but the data doesn't support the fear. Many believe lane splitting is dangerous because it looks scary. I mean, motorcycles navigating between lanes full of cars seems like a recipe for disaster. Research tells us a different story. A UC Berkeley study found that lane splitting is actually safer when done responsibly, under 50 miles per hour and not exceeding surrounding traffic by more than 15 miles per hour. Lane splitting riders were significantly less likely to suffer head injuries, torso injuries, or fatal injuries. They're also much less likely to be rear-ended, which is a common and dangerous accident for motorcyclists. The data is clear that proper lane splitting is safe, not more dangerous, than sitting in traffic waiting to get rear-ended by someone texting. Myth number 11. Being a passenger is just like being a rider. If you've had a bad passenger experience, you know why this is bull. People believe this because they assume sitting on the same bike means having the same experience. Not even close. As a rider, you initiate every movement and see what's coming. Passengers get zero warning about braking, acceleration, or leaning. They can't see around you to anticipate road conditions, and they have no control. A good passenger needs specific instructions on how to work with the rider, leaning with turns, bracing for stops, and communicating effectively. A bad passenger can literally cause crashes by fighting the bike's movements. If you haven't ridden passenger yourself, try it sometime. It'll completely change how you ride with others on your bike. Myth number 12. Real riders never wash their bikes. This comes from the hardcore biker culture that thinks maintenance is for wimps. Some riders wear their dirty bikes like a badge of honor, bragging about how every bug they've ever hit is still stuck to their fairing. This is just stupid pride over practical performance. Regular cleaning isn't just about looks, it's critical maintenance. When you detail your bike, you inspect every inch, often catching loose fasteners or potential problems before they strand you. Washing your bike is like a pilot's pre-flight check. It's about safety, not vanity. Plus, corrosion from bug guts and road salt causes real expensive damage over time. Myth number 3. Car drivers see motorcycles and will stop for you. This myth kills riders every day on our roads. People believe this because they assume if they can see a car, the car driver can see them. Seems logical, right? The brutal reality is that car drivers are conditioned to look for other cars, not motorcycles. Their brains literally filter out what they're not expecting to see. A driver can look directly at you and still pull out in front of you because their brain didn't register motorcycle. This perceptual blindness is well documented. The safest assumption is that you're completely invisible to every driver around you. Ride accordingly, maintain escape routes, position yourself for visibility, and never assume a driver has seen you, even if they make eye contact. Myth number 14. Riding side by side within a lane is the best way to ride. This buddy-buddy riding style looks cool on TV, but creates unnecessary dangers in real life. People do this to socialize while riding because they've seen it in the movies. They think it gives them better visibility to drivers as a group. In reality, riding side by side eliminates your escape routes. If one rider needs to swerve suddenly, they have nowhere to go except into their buddy. It also gives you less visibility of the road ahead. The safest formation is staggered, with bikes offset within the lane and maintaining proper following distances. This gives each rider room to maneuver in emergencies while still keeping the group compact. Myth number 15. Interstate highways are dangerous for motorcycles. This final myth might surprise you, but the data is clear. Many riders avoid highways, believing the higher speeds make them death traps. They prefer twisty back roads, thinking they're safer. The statistics tell a different story. Interstates are actually the safest roads for motorcycles. Why? Because they have limited access, so no cross traffic, consistent speeds, fewer obstacles, and better maintained surfaces. Those charming country roads you love? They're statistically more dangerous due to blind corners, unpredictable farm equipment, gravel, and wildlife. City streets are worse yet, with intersections being the #1 location for motorcycle accidents. Don't avoid highways out of misplaced fear. They're actually your safest option for covering distance. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the dumbest motorcycle myth you've ever heard? Or maybe there's a myth you totally believed until someone set you straight. If this video saved you from some serious misinformation, smash that like button and hit subscribe. I've got tons of more motorcycle knowledge bombs ready to drop in the coming weeks.